Alright, this should be a little better. Alright. Say something?
Yo, what's up?
Alright, yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna deafen myself and then listen to the stream real quick.
Okay. Alright, just keep talking then. Anyway. I think that it should be okay.
We're not too quiet.
Okay.
Shouldn't we? I don't know. You might want to turn yourself up.
Turn myself up?
Both.
Oh.
Like the voices. Quite quiet.
Let me see what I can do here.
Here, you can listen to the stream.
A little later.
Alright, who's on which team?
So on the left side here, we have Team Cloudy Smile versus on the right side, this is Team Apes.
Alright, Apes.
So it does look like in the top lane, we have, let me see their lineup here. Alright, so we have Isaac, I dunk you, you. In the jungle, we have Eric, you are a Kim. In the mid lane, we have Sunic, Sick.Quan. For ADC, we have Soonchang Quan. And in the support, we have Daniel, no, sorry, that is wrong. Daniel Ziploc Bag Nah. On the right team here, Team Apes, we have, one second. In the top lane, we have Daniel Soul Drift Lee. In the jungle, we have Youngjin Tulolin Kim. In the mid lane, we have Caleb Koska Park. In the bottom lane, we have where are we looking at here? Oh, he name changed, that's right. So it is Isaac Salty Drift on. And for support, we have Dongjen Bobby Lee. Okay, right, alright. So for bans here, we do have the bans coming out from the side of Cloudy Smile. They have chosen to take away the Nocturne from Tlalin and the top lane, or the Jax from their top laner and Tristana from Soonchang. I mean, sorry, Salty Drift. And on the side of Apes, they have banned URS Darius, and they have banned Sick.Azir and Soonchang's Lucian.
It's interesting to see a Tristana ban here.
Yes, Tristana is a little bit out of meta, but I don't know. We could see. All right, so the first pick from Cloudy Smile does appear to be Garen, and we have the response pick from the side of Apes, Shen. And it looks like their jungler Tlalin is hovering between Evelyn and Kayn. So I think the lane 2 watch here is actually, so... Oh, hold on.
URA, I'm guessing is going to be playing Kayn, yep.
Right, so... Alright, we do have URA in the jungle, I think. I am fairly certain that I Dunk You is the top laner here.
Yeah, he's probably in the jungle this game. Eric.
Right.
Has been taking a liking to playing Kayn.
I do think that the lane to watch here is going to be the mid lane because it is a relatively high skill matchup. We have Sickdot, who is around a Platinum 1 elo, and Koska does appear to be... This is not his primary account. Apparently his primary account was somehow deleted. So in his actual ranking, he is a Diamond 3 player as reported. So I do think this mid lane is the lane to watch.
It's looking like a lot of AD for blue team, so they're definitely going to need to pick a high AP DPS in the mid lane if they're going to make up for that.
Alright. Okay, so I just received a report from Apes team captain. For clarification, our team name is AP Environmental Science. Okay. Alright, so we do have Zaya locked in for Soonchang on the side of Cloudy Smile, and Yasuo has been picked up in response from AP Environmental Science.
Rakan ban going down to lock out the Zyrakan pick.
Right, they don't want to give up that power lane.
I agree.
Oh, it's Parrot, guest shoutcaster, dude.
I'm here
man
to
himself.
give you the full analysis of these exciting League of Legends games.
Alright, so let's take a look at the bans here. We have Ari being taken away from Casca. So that leads me to think that Cloudy Smile may see this Yasuo as a Yasuo bot lane. We have yet to see though. Urgot is going to be taken away. Again, I'm not really sure what the purpose of that Urgon ban was, because it looks like Cloudy Smile has already picked their top laner. Maybe a panic ban?
Recently, Urgot has been seeing some play in the mid lane from Korea, and maybe that has moved over to North America.
Okay, so Lulu will be being picked up here from the side of AP Environmental Science. And now it looks like the team of Cloudy Smile is going to be looking for their support and their mid laners. Let's see what they pick here.
Morgana pick coming
So
down.
it does look like Morgana
Just
picked
count
up for a
that one.
Ziploc bag.
They're definitely gonna need an AP pick here.
Right. Morgana in of herself is actually a relatively strong AP pick from the support lane. While she doesn't build that much AP, that Q still does a lot of damage, and it is a good pick
Alright,
tool.
Makes sense.
So it does look like Rise will be going to go over to Sick Dot. So looking from the comps,
Pick.
this will be a relatively high macro game, because we do have the Morgana with the roam potential to look for those picks in jungle and invade with the Kayn, and we also have the Rise, who has the ability to teleport into his side lanes as well as move his team around. So it looks like Cloudy Smile will be playing the overall macro game pretty well. Rise does, it looks like it will be
Cyber mid.
I do not think this could not potentially be pick order, because Casca is running heal and Bobby is running ignite. What I'm thinking is it is the Yasuo mid lane against Rise, and in that case I do believe that Yasuo has the upper hand in that matchup.
Yeah, definitely. But I think once it starts to scale up, Rise will definitely be
We have a second guest caster here, David Jun.
Hey,
This is a bit crowded.
I know. How are you
Four
guys gonna
people.
spectate the game?
I'm gonna spectate you.
Okay, nice. Okay, I
can
see.
you do that?
Yeah, you can spectate somebody, spectate.
Let's go.
But what if it's a closed tournament draft? Alright, so because it is a spectated game, there will be a delay here for about 3 minutes. I'm just gonna put that out here.
Why would you set it to private?
I'm not sure. There could potentially be a password, potentially not. Alright, and to anyone that is viewing the stream right now, if there are any audio issues or video issues, please bring them up in the chat and I will do my best to address them. But as of now, it does look like we will be waiting for a while.
This is when you like cut out and you play a song and you put the logo up. Sunny Hills Esports.
Woo!
This is our song.
Nice. Alright, so it does look like the spectator delay is at another minute. Alright, so let's talk about these compositions here, right? What is Cloudy Smile looking to do, and what are Team Environmental Science looking to do? So we do have the highly, like, it's a really safe pushing lane on the side of APES' bot lane. They do have the Sivir to easily clear the waves, as well as the Lulu to zone out and peel the Sivir. So it does look like, so on the right side we have Team Apes, and on the left side we have Team Cloudy Smile. So
Team Apes is gonna wanna push in their solo lanes early to enable Kayn to be invading the Evelyn, because Evelyn is relatively useless early compared to Kane.
Right.
And if
Really,
Kane
really.
can take control of the chicken
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
and continue to cycle those chickens, they can just get a huge lead in the top and jungle.
I do think that the level 6 is something to look out for because we do have the Rise global presence as well as the Shen global presence coming out from them.
Yeah, the junglers probably want to do the Krugs right after their first buff, since they're probably not gonna look to gank early, I assume.
It does look like both of the lanes are pretty safe, but like I said before, I think the lane to focus on will be the mid lane, as it looks like it will turn out to be the most volatile. And actually, Sickdot did opt to take the Ghost over Teleport or Ignite. That's an interesting choice, especially on Rise, but we'll see. Maybe he has a specific reason for doing so. And it does look like we will be loading into game now.
Wait, it won't let me spectate you, I hate this.
Do it in OPGG? I don't know. The casters for this match are I am Nathan Park from the Esports Cabinet. This is Gavin Sass from the League of Legends team. We have Pathetic Parrot, who is a coach, and we have David Jun, who is a coach/player.
What? Okay. Can we spit?
Alright, so it does look like we are going to be loading into game here.
Is this
Soon-
the first game of the tournament?
Yeah, this is the first game of the tournament.
Alright, sweet.
So Soon Chang is representing that Hills tag. Let's take a look at the runes here really quickly before we actually load in. Evelyn did actually opt for the Electrocute over the Dark Harvest, which could be a choice. Maybe she's playing for the early game, trying to get those lanes ahead, because it does look like the right thing to do here would be to let bot auto shove to tower and let the Yasuo kind of snowball with the babysitting from Evelyn over the Rise. And it does look like that Team APES is looking to secure the win relatively early, as they do have Xayah and Rise, both hyperscalers, into that late game. But at the same time, Team Cloudy Smile, they are also wanting to play really safe this early game. Don't want to let that Evelyn or the Yasuo get ahead. And we have now gotten into game.
Hey, you can spectate through OBGG if you can't get
Yep.
it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will be using directed camera primarily for what? Unable to download spectator data. They remake? What?
Maybe. Mine's
Come on.
stuck too.
I will reconnect. Interesting.
Oh, mine's working. OP.GG is working.
Is mine scuffed?
Oh, it's working. Yeah, it's working. OBGG
Wait, mine
better.
is scuffed, dude. Who did you guys look up for the OPGG?
I looked up URL.
URL.
Okay, alright, let me take a look. You are a...
Alright,
OBGG works though.
Okay, let me see. I'm scuffed, dude.
Let's
What
see
the
if the
Mine's
teams.
bugged too.
Yours is bugged?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna try doing it, like reconnecting, and if it doesn't work, we'll do it through OPGG. I am currently sitting at 10% for all the players. Okay, now we are working. So let's all go back to 0 seconds.
Did reconnecting
So-
help?
Yeah, reconnecting
Right.
worked.
Right now?
Yeah,
Zero?
we're at the 0.
But then we're
at
gonna
the
be
0
at
mark.
different times.
Okay.
All at the 0
my
mark
God.
here. I'm at 10
Yeah.
seconds right now. 10 seconds.
When
Yeah,
do
I'm
we
up
go?
there. It's fine.
I'm not in yet. Give me a second.
Alright, so it does look like all the players have spawned. Cloudy Smile on the left, Apes on the right. And it does look like both of the teams are looking to set up vision in their bottom river.
Hold on, what time are you at?
I'm at
Like,
31,
tell me when you got 35.
32, 33, 34, 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
I
it.
think early game, what the blue team wants to do is like you just find where Evelyn starts, and then you ward both of the river bushes, so you know whichever scuttle he goes to, and then Kane can probably invade early because of his Q, and get over walls really easily.
So it does look like Team Cloudy Smile did not actually get the vision of Team Apes' bottom side jungle. It looks like Team Apes did see the Morgana in the pixel bush. So Yasuo choosing not to step out. And nothing does happen level 1. We are now hitting the 120 minute mark. So 120. This is 120.
Yes.
Alright, so it does look like Evelyn will be starting her bot side jungle. And it looks like URA will be opting for the Raptors. So pretty standard clear coming out here. It looks like in the bot lane, Soon Chang and Ziploc Bag will be faking the leash for their bot lane, or for their jungler. I do think that that is not the best option that they could have taken, because their jungler is already starting the bot lane. Like, in his bot lane
Yeah,
jungle.
they could have just leashed him at red.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
They could have
It
just...
would have
I
been
think,
slightly
push.
faster and healthier.
I think they want to shove early game the bot lane because they know Evelyn's like not gonna go for an early gank.
Right.
She's just really bad at it. It's like might as well shove.
Oh, I forgot to turn
Kane
off
will be
music.
watching over a ward here,
Alright, so...
giving Evelyn free reign over top scuttle.
Does look like the junglers will be trading Scuttle. No contesting going down yet. Evelyn moving her way over to that top crab, like you said.
She could
And-
look to be greedy and take his blue buff.
Right. And URA starting to move towards the mid lane around his Raptors. I would like to focus our attention on this mid lane, but at the same time, I am interested in the fact that in the bot lane, the Sivir Lulu duo from Salty Diffrit and Casca is not actually pushing as hard as we had expected. I was expecting the Zaya Morgana to get shoved in really hard, pushed up to their tower, the whole like first pre-6 stages of the game, but it does look like Soon Chang and Ziploc Bag are able to kind of put their own pressure out. But like I said before, I will be directing my camera to the mid lane, so Sick Dot and Bobby. It looks like the CS is relatively even here, 16 to 16. In the top lane, I Dunk You is building up a pretty sizable CS lead over Soul Rift.
Which is weird, because it seems like Shen is pushing in the Garen here.
Right.
He should be ahead in farm. He'll fall behind even further if he keeps pushing
Alright,
in.
so directing our attention to the top lane, you are looking for the gank on Soul Drift. It looks like he should be able to get out relatively easily. Soul Drift actually using that taunt very aggressively, looking to ease straight into UR's face.
He's giving Kane some free red stacks.
Right. And Tlolin did look for the mid lane gank, but was unable to find it on the rise. He came up top for the counter. Nothing much really coming out of that. No summoners burned as well. Alright.
We gotta look at the jungle here.
Right.
Kane getting
Yeah.
pushed out.
So it does look like Kane did not blow his flash. Sorry, I'm gonna look at the run real quick. Alright, yeah. So Yasuo, Bobby looking to play really aggressively on Sick Dot here. Doesn't look like he's going for the all-in, maybe just trying to get a good little trade. Ziploc Bag, not finding the binding onto Salty Drift. And it does look like the lack of Ignite from Sick Dot is actually proving to give a little bit of a lane discrepancy here.
And he will not be able to TP back once he gets his tier,
Right.
because he has Ghost. The
Looking at the
summoners
Ghost,
are not
I mean,
working out too well for him.
yeah, looking at the gold here, we do have, Sick Dot has enough for the tier as of now. He's sitting on 1100 gold, almost 1200. So it does look like he's not actually basing instantly for the tier. Oh, and look here, URA in the bottom lane river. Does look like he will be going for this crab here. And Bobby sitting in the bush has vision of him.
Are they just gonna give it? They
Yeah.
give it.
And it does look like they do give it.
I think Evelyn's pretty behind right now. She spends a lot of time doing nothing, like topside.
Mhm.
And it does look like the bot lane is still relatively even. The CS is almost identical. They are actually at the same level here because they're both at 1 wave, 51 CS, so it's up to the first one who misses. In the top
Why
lane,
is that for a blasting wand? That's extremely aggressive.
right. It does look like that does not actually build into Archangels, so he is going for that Roa, choosing not to actually take the Ruby Crystal Sapphire Crystal combo. I do want to talk about the top lane here. So iDunkU has a 20 CS lead over Soldrift 7 minutes into the game. It could be that Soldrift is just maybe missing CS on his own, which does look like is the case, but
We just saw 2
potentially.
there.
Right.
Oof.
Yep. So Uara making his way to the red buff, and it also looks like Tulolin from the side of Apes just took his blue.
Let's just call them all in.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so it does look like Uara not really looking for a gank here. Just gonna reset. Gonna mirror his opponent. Sickdot seems to be looking for the back here. He did shove in the wave. And it looks like I was wrong, okay. He's choosing to stay. So maybe
He does not want to get those boots.
yeah, not quite enough gold here yet. Maybe he wants to back with the full catalyst. Who knows?
Mhm.
The game is still relatively even here. Kane or Uara starting to build up a little bit of a lead over his opponent jungler. But yeah, as I was talking about before, focusing about this mid lane here, it is actually not proving to be as volatile as I would have hoped. I wanted to see both of the junglers making a lot of pressure onto that mid lane because it does look like it's so snowbally, and both of those laners do have the pressure to exert onto their side lanes. But as of now, it does look like it is a farming game.
Let me know where we're at.
We are at 8:25. Oh, a binding actually does land onto Casca. Suncheng forced to blow that heal for his support Ziploc bag. Casca does actually flash out. I do not think that flash was really needed there. Uara looking for the gank onto the top lane. Oh, and it does look like this will be a dive. So Tilter forced to flash out, and First Blood will be going over to the side of Apes here. Or Cloudy Smile, sorry. Does look like Bobby wants to fight this out. Maybe some miscommunication coming out from his jungler. Uara does flash, but it does look like the Ignite yes should kill him. Bobby may lose his life for that one.
Oh.
Sickdot does not land the overload, and Bobby escapes with a sliver of life.
Relatively even trade, but in terms of the top lane, the Shen does miss a lot more CS off of that.
Right, and he does have his teleport up, but the lane is pretty evenly matched here, so I don't think he's looking to use it. But yeah, going back to that fight, so Uara looks for the gank onto the top laner, and they do dive pretty far, all the way under the tier 3 tower. And Soldrift is killed by the Demacian Justice. But Uara does get caught out by Bobby, who followed the roam up and dies to the Ignite. Bobby barely surviving from the combo of Sickdot and iDunkU.
Sickdot will be getting the superior wave right now. He gets 2 waves, and Bobby only gets 1. And he's already ahead in CS.
So it does look like Cloudy Smile already building up a 1.5k gold lead here. Although the kills are even and no towers have been taken yet, it does look like just the CS lead will be bringing them up to that point. And I do think that Uara should be looking into the spot lane to utilize the lack of summoners on Casca, but again, it is a pretty safe lane with the Lulu ultimate, as well as the...
It is very difficult to dive and exhaust Lulu.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, and it does look like Uara looking for that mid lane gank is going to be clearing the ward.
Red team might want to opt to push in and then go for the dragon. their team benefits quite a bit.
I think right
You
now
was
Rise is
Coming
stronger.
behind them.
Rise should be shoving mid out, and then they should,
Yura
like,
is looking for that bot lane. Does not actually land the slow onto Salty Drift. And, right, like we were talking about before. Oh, let's direct our attention to the mid lane. It looks like a dive will be coming out.
One diving in, he cancels the ultimate, and he goes down.
So Sickdot's Realm Warp is actually cancelled by that charm. Well played from Tlolan. And the kill does go over to
Bobby Bobby.
No,
Or
I think it was Tlolan because Bobby had the kill from the Ignite. But URL looking to go aggressive onto Bobby here. Doesn't really want to commit to it, knows that the enemy jungler is in the bot lane here. Right, and now we do see in this bot lane here that there is
like
a four-man dive here.
Bot.
We do see that Tlolan is looking to go really aggressively here into the enemy jungle. Yura is caught out. Tlolan does miss the Agony's Embrace. Yura looks like he is going to be caught out here in the Dragon Pit, but is able to escape over the wall. And not quite the macro play I was looking to see from the side of APES. I was hoping that they would perhaps pressure that two-man advantage they had and look for the first tower bot lane. Doesn't look like they were able to. I gotta raise your volume in Discord, Gavin.
Probably pretty quiet right now.
Gavin has been raised.
Alright, sweet.
Alright, yeah, that's better. Okay, alright, let's look at the bot lane here, because we do have Soonchang not actually coming back to lane yet, and it does look like Casca has kind of reset the wave, looking to shove that in. We will see if Salty Drift will back with him, right, and it looks like he will, so I think what Soonchang and Ziploc Bag are looking for here is to shove in that bot lane, and potentially start to make moves around Dragon, because their jungler is looking at the Mountain Drake. And we do have Tlolan in the top lane looking for that gank here. So Tlolan does have his stealth. He has the Shadow Walk on. Soul Drift moving aggressively does miss the taunt.
Lands the charm.
But at the same time, Yasuo is dying in the mid lane.
And they can't quite get the kill there.
Right, and as Parrot was talking about, you are look for the gank onto Bobby. Bobby actually did not blow any summoner, so although I did miss how
Flash
he
will
was
be
caught
up
out.
very soon.
Right. But yes, it does look like they, the side of Apes is not going to be looking for the dive onto IDunkU. Alright, and now we do see that this kind of the level 6 change in pressure here. Because Ziploc Bag and Soonchang now starting to shove in the wave really quickly after that early Stormrazor purchase from Soonchang.
Both of the AD carries here are probably going to be in the lane phase for quite a while.
Right.
Most likely just going to be stalemate locking each other in lane. Unless some jungle pressure comes down from either side.
I do think the only thing that can actually start a fight in the bot lane is the Morgana Binding. It doesn't look like there is any reliable CC aside from that.
With Sivir Spell Shield, like there.
Right.
Not gonna probably be able to land many of those.
Casca is looking like he's putting in his 2 cents here though with the Boomerang Blade. Slowly whittling down Ziploc Bag's health.
And the item builds from Yasuo and Sivir are pretty interesting. Yasuo is not opting to finish the Phantom Dancer
Looks
early.
like Sivir's opting into Essence Reaver early on. I don't know if it's anything, but usually you don't get that until about 3rd or 4th item.
Maybe
Right.
trying to get those Qs in.
Oh, and we
do
do
have
see
URA
here that URA
sitting
is in the bot lane bush, right?
Looking for a lane gank here.
Right.
Could possibly come from the right wall.
I think he is looking for Ziploc Bag to
Rise
first
roaming
land
down
that
to the
stun.
river. Could be coordinating a 4-man dive right here.
Right. Does look like Yura, okay, canceling his back.
But
But
Zip
Olin
block
might see
back.
this.
Taking a bit
Olin
of
is
poke there.
coming to counter.
Right, and looking at the vision, so the side of Apes actually did not have vision of Yura in that bush there. But it does look like Casca has a little bit of game sense, did see that. Oh, Yura actually staying in the
We're
bush.
gonna landing
Okay,
the bind.
wow.
Kane lands the W, finishes off the Smurf. Everyone's coming in, looking to finish off the Xayah. Xayah dodges the ult. Shen
Ooh,
flashed
flashing
on,
away.
lands it on Xayah, looking to clean up the final URA on Kane. Feeling quite a bit from that ultimate, able to actually finish off the
Oh, it does look like Yura is
Oh, and he
looking to
managed
get
to
out
escape
of
with
this
flash.
fight.
Not sure if he needed to use his flash there, but
Bobby in hot
Yeah.
pursuit.
either way.
It does look like he wants to find Yura.
Garen's likely going to be
Oh,
able to finish
misses
off
the
this
blast
tower.
cone, and it looks like Yura should be getting out of here. Oh, wow! Bobby actually
blind
landing
Q.
that
Managed to
Q.
land
Wow,
the
He's
Okay.
not following up on it though.
Right. I don't. He could have flashed over the wall, but I don't think that he had enough confidence. in
Or maybe
knowing
he
how
doesn't have
well
his
Yura
sound
was.
on in the game.
Sivir and Lulu is walking by.
Alright, so it does look like Yura will be going down here. But overall, that
Shutdown gold.
was a pretty good trade on the side of Apes. So I Dunk You was actually unable to take that top tower, and Apes did come out 3 kills ahead actually. Pretty well played there from Soldrift, utilizing that Shen ultimate global presence.
He did lose quite a bit up top. Top tower didn't really go down there. Within the next few pushes, he should probably be able to finish that off unless Evelyn comes up to help the Shen. Sivir and Xayah, in terms of their power curves, are usually pretty similar, but with Sivir opting for the Essence Reaver, maybe for the mana sustain.
Oh, Bobby looking to go aggressively here onto Sick Dot. Last breath does land. Bobby flashing under tower. Knight comes down, and the kill goes over to the Yasuo. A solo
Played
kill
by the
from the
Yasuo
mid
there.
laner of Apes. I Dunk You looking for a little bit of a trade onto Soldrift.
Getting
Meanwhile,
quite
in
bullied
the
up
bot
top.
lane. Looks like Soon Chang, Ziploc Bag are consistently pushing that wave in. But Talalin is in the bot lane here. He is going to be looking for a gank, but meanwhile
You
in
are
the
looking
top
at
lane.
top lane. Most likely gonna land the W. Garen's probably looking to finish him off with his ultimate here.
And
he
it
does
does
now.
look like URO will get tower dove, and the first tower should be going over to Cloudy Smile.
Evelyn looking to reciprocate down bot. Most likely gonna look for a dive. While Sivir, Summoner Spell cooldowns are on Xayah. Evelyn looking to go for that gank.
Alright, so it does look like Sick Dot is actually making his way into the bottom lane. Looking at the vision on the side of Apes, they have not actually seen Sick Dot yet. He is in the bot lane looking for the Realm Warp.
URA could be getting surrounded here. Oh, he uses Umbral Trespass to get out.
Alright, and it does look like Yura is alone here, as I Dunk You is at the second tower. Yura staying by this Rift Herald, and it looks like he will go uncontested from Talalin and Bobby choosing not to chase him. And Yura actually is starting this Rift Herald here. Wait, did he? No,
He's
sorry.
greeting
Sorry,
for the
no.
red buff.
Yeah, alright. He did not start the
Looking
Rift
to
Herald, it
lead.
despawned for the Baron, but
He actually gets the red buff from
Yeah.
Oh my
Olin.
gosh.
kind of missed that there, but Soon Chang really looking to go aggressively here onto cost Consulted Drift. He is looks like he is pretty confident in his damage. And as of now, it just looks like I Dunk You is pretty much having free reign over this top laner. He's almost doubling Soldrift's farm and is 2 kills ahead and a solo tower.
With the top lane difference right now. Once
Right.
mid-game fights start to happen, it's gonna be really tough for Team Apes to be able to contest them with that Garen.
Bobby looking to go aggressively onto Sick Dot. Does not land the Steel Tempest, but here comes URO looking for the gank. Does not land
Missing
the
the
knockup.
W. Alright.
We should have
A little
been
bit of miscoordination there.
coordinating that with the Rise EW 1.5 second snare.
Right. A really free King gank.
Alright, and it does look like the pings are coming down from the side of Cloudy Smile for that dragon. You are looking to start it.
Botlin's
Lalin-
pushing him pretty hard to be able to make this dragon free for the King.
Right, Talalin on his Gromp, or not on his Gromp, but next to his Gromp right now. It does look like they do not have vision of the dragon right now. So it will be going over uncontested to Cloudy Smile. Dragon going over.
That's the mountain dragon.
You're looking onto his bot side jungle now. Meanwhile, Talalin is in this bottom lane bush. Looking to pull the same move that Yura did. IDunkU does not have his teleport right now. Soul Drift does have the stand united. And it does look like Talalin dropping the charm, but does get noticed. And Soon Chang's Ziploc bag choosing to wisely disengage there. And looks like Talalin does reset, goes back to his home. Alright, I do think that as of now the game is still pretty even, could go both ways. Cloudy Smile does have that 3,000 gold lead.
CS lead definitely starting to show on the scoreboard with 3,000 up. 3,000
Right.
gold up for Team Cloudy Smiles.
Right.
Most likely because of the Garen advantage up top.
Garen is 3,000 CS up on his lane opponent.
2,000 gold.
3,000 gold, yeah.
3,000 CS.
So he's single-handedly creating that gap between the two.
Alright, okay, and it does look like Bobby looking to grow aggressive
Lightning
onto Sikton.
snare.
Buzz does get caught out by Yura, will fall
And
to
he's
him.
finished off there quite easily. Garen 2 versus 1ing up in the top lane. Evelyn forced to use her ultimate to get away.
And it does look like IDunkU still has a Demacian just flashes
Flash.
on
Oh, he
to
flashed. Okay,
Talalin.
finishes her off with ultimate. URA coming up to
IDunkU playing that pretty well.
W, and it should be quite free for the Garen here. Able to do
Shen can do nothing.
And he goes down. Takes a lot of pressure off the map for Team Cloudy Smiles, allowing Rise to take out quite a bit of damage on the mid now.
So that actually is the top jungle and mid of Team Apes falling down. And that will be 2 towers for Apes, or Cloudy Smile.
Literally just expanded by about 4,000.
Mhm.
Making the game a lot harder for Team Apes now.
It does look like... I do think that the jungle pathing of Talalin into that top lane gank was a little bit subpar. I think that rather than helping the Shen, maybe he should have been sitting around his bottom lane jungle or the mid lane.
Yeah, I'd have
For
to
the
agree
counter
with
gank.
Shen being so far behind. It's not going to be very likely for them to finish it off at Garen.
Right,
He's that ahead.
but at the same time, it was very well played by IDunkU. He did get pretty low, but managed to turn it around onto Talalin.
That was a good turn by him.
He did dunk them.
Indeed.
Alright, so it does look like Talalin looking to come down into this
Soon
bottom
Chang
lane
doing massive
for
damage to the Saber here.
the gank here. Oh, does not land the hate spike.
Oh,
It looks like
Morgana
Talalin
Belt Shield
forced
blocking
to
the
use
shot,
Agony's
forced to
Embrace
flash.
defensively.
Silver Salt Shield down.
Casca flashing aggressively, does take out Suncheng, and he takes out Ziploc bag.
TP
Ziploc
coming down
bag
from the
using...
Garen.
Woo!
Looks like he's gonna be
Stand
able to
united,
finish off
the
Garen.
shield does go away.
Garen does have his ultimate, looking to finish off the Yasuo. Yasuo forced the flash.
Yasuo forced the flush defensively, the teleport comes out from Soul Drift, the
Without
taunt
an
not
ultimate,
going
he
to
shoots her
land.
down quite easily here. And looking for
Could be
a
looking at a
triple silver
Penta
rise.
here.
Could be.
I believe he takes it away.
Alright.
And wow, that just
Clean
happened.
ace
That happened
for,
all so fast, man.
That was quite a fight there. And that should be the final nail in the coffin for
All right, so
Team
that was a 5 for 2 going over to Cloudy Smile.
gold lead, further expanding to 9,000 now.
So
Mhm.
all right, so Talalin over there, he came for the counter gank through the Tribush, looking for Suncheng and Ziploc bag. And Suncheng and Ziploc bag were at the tier 3 tower of Apes. However, Talalin just didn't have the damage to back up his gank. He was forced to use the Agony's Embrace pretty defensively, and Casca ended up being the one to secure the kills, flashing forward to kill Suncheng and Ziploc bag.
Morgana opting to tank half her HP from the Baron here. Not so
What
sure
is happening?
What the?
So it does look like it was a little bit of a miscommunication there coming down from Cloudy Smile.
Alright, she eats the squishy fruits to gain it back. Maybe she's gonna go out for round 2.
Right,
No,
so-
she's just gonna blind walk into the jungle.
The blue team's probably looking to set up the Baron here to finally finish off Ray.
Alright,
Should be
so
able
They
to
do
eat
not
it,
have
like-
wards over the wall for the Evan, actually.
Evelyn
Looking
does
to steal
put
here?
down her own ward. Talon may be looking for the steal here. He does have the Agony's Embrace up and Smite.
Knows what they really need here if they're gonna come
The
back.
pink is not blocking the
Oh,
ward.
a little bit too
Oh,
late.
Not quite this
From
time,
Talon.
it goes down.
And it does look like Bobby will be paying the price of her mistake as well. 2 more kills going over to Cloudy Smile. Right,
And
so
they will be getting the Fire Dragon in about 30 seconds as well.
Talon there
Forced the ultimate away from URA and able to finish off Lulu there.
had the heroic attempt for the steal, but looks like his Agony's Embrace was a little bit too slow. You're able to secure that Baron, and it would have been pretty unlikely even had Talon timed it properly. You're
And going and
almost
doing
3
massive
levels above her,
damage to the ultimate.
and I think you
Lost injustice.
truly dunking that Sivir.
They are going for the end here, despite their bot lane being 1/4 HP.
Alright, so it does look like Talon.
He has a
Talon looking
massive
for the
ultimate.
hero,
Not quite able to land the hate spike.
but does eat that binding
And
from Ziploc Bag. And now Salty Drift and
still
Soul
looking
Drift.
to end here.
Stalling for Sivir in 10 seconds.
Looks like Team Apes is able to hold off the push for now, but as soon as they reset, it should be fairly easy for Team Cloudy Smile to finish them off.
You are going to solo the dragon.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Alright, so this does look like a very dominant performance from Cloudy Smile. In the early, about, I want to say from the early 15 minutes or so, it did look like a pretty even game, but after that bottom lane fight, that 5 for 2, as well as the top lane dive where iDunkU was able to turn it around, does look like Cloudy Smile was able to capitalize on those dragons and towers. They have not
the
actually dropped the tower yet.
It really started to show in some of those.
Alright,
top-
Swallen actually forced out of his own jungle by Sooncheng. Wow. That's a feels bad man. Alright, so Team Apes looking for this desperate attempt to kind
They're
of
looking for a dive,
Whoa.
2 versus 3, 1 versus 3, under the tier 2 tower.
spell shield from Casca, mistimed a little bit. URA is so tanky here though. With that death
being
stance,
really difficult to burst down.
and Casca will be dropping
He will
to
be
that
finished off by
ignite.
Yasuo.
Ziploc
Yasuo coming
bag,
in.
Ziploc bag,
Yasuo
and
going
you're biting off a little bit more than they can chew here. It looks like, and now Bobby is turning his sights onto Sooncheng. Not much that Sooncheng can do here.
Sooncheng forced to use his ultimate, and he hits it backwards. Should go down.
But meanwhile, for those 3 kills, Team Apes has given up their entire top lane. A top inhibitor going down. This makes it even harder for Soul Drift to actually deal with these crashing minion waves.
Yeah, while it was a questionable dive by URA, it definitely opened up the map up top for them to be able to finish off that inhibitor. While they were
Right.
unopened.
And now looking at the gold, we do see that from iDunkU and Soul Drift, there is now a 5,000 gold disparity. So it does look like it should be nearly impossible for Soul Drift to actually match iDunkU's push.
Yeah,
And also
got
in the
so much on
jungle,
him.
we do
More than
now
an item and a
see
half.
a 6,000 gold lead coming out from Yura.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice the jungle CS difference.
Right, so Yura does have those 4 core items finished for his Darkened Cane, or Rost. Meanwhile, from Talalin's Evelyn, he barely has his Lichbane and jungle item. Maybe half of that Zanya's completed. No, more like a fourth.
Team Cloudy Smile should probably be opting to have the Garen split push one of the either mid or top lane while they 4-man bot to be able to close out this game. Or they can just go for the all mid end.
And it does look like I Dunk You. Now looking for that top lane push. Yura plays so aggressively here. Misses the Q over the
Might
wall.
be caught out here by the Yasuo and going down. Oh, forced flash over the wall. Landing a nice W. Evelyn forced to use her last breath to escape. Morgana caught out here.
Ziploc back does go down to Soul Drift here. Sooncheng in hot pursuit, looking to avenge his support. But meanwhile, in the top lane, I Dunk You taking those Nexus towers, and things are starting to look grim for Apes.
Easily able to finish off the Evelyn with his ultimate. So just gonna keep dunking these towers.
Does look like Talalin a little bit overstepped there. And Sooncheng slowly putting out that damage, but I Dunk You so far in, flashes defensively out. And that Polymorph just completely denying his damage onto the Sivir.
It's interesting to see these aggressive dives by Team Cloud Smile. Seems kind of risky for them to be diving so deep and staying so long inside of the enemy team's base.
Right.
While it's unlikely that he'll be able to come back after that, it's still interesting to see them possibly throwing their lead with some of these fights.
And another thing to note here is actually that as the super minions are coming into the base, Team Apes is getting more gold and XP per wave than Team Cloudy Smile because of these super minions. So that Yasuo, Bobby now has
starting to show in bot lane.
Right, a sizable amount of gold here. Looking for his 4th item. It does look like he's looking for the Randuins. So maybe he's afraid of Sooncheng's damage here. Koska ulting aggressively, looking to fight here in the 5v5. Team Ace versus Cloudy Smile. Looks like this will be the deciding fight. Yura diving the backline here. Koska is forced to use a spell shield, but Sickdot is able to take out that Shen. And now things are looking grim for Team Apes. I Dunk You taking out the main carry, Bobby. Yura wiping out the Lulu. Oh, but Swollen picks up a double kill, killing the bot lane.
Finish off the Morgana there with the stealth. Looking like Garen's going to be able to finish off the game along with the Kayn and the Rise. And that's going to be the conclusion to the game. Team Cloudy Smile taking the victory in the first game of the Sentinels 5 vs 5 tournament.
Well played to Cloudy Smile.
Pretty dominant performance by them, especially up in the top lane. Started to really show in some of the mid-game fights.
Okay. That was a pretty dominant performance from Cloudy Smile. I Dunk You.
The jungle farm difference was pretty massive in the end of the game there.
Right. I think I Dunk You easily the MVP of this game.
I'd have to agree.
Had some incredible top lane pressure, and even without much help from Yura until that first top lane dive, he was able to secure a really big CS lead over Soul Drift. Ended up taking 2.5 towers all on his own.
Yeah, he was able to consistently draw the Evelyn up top lane without her being able to secure anything off of it.
So
Just
Bobby
even further behind every single time.
tried his best here. I think he did get a solo kill onto Sickdot, but it does look like the top lane discrepancy, as well as the lack of jungle pressure, did end up causing him to lose his lane and towers. But overall, well played from both teams. And we do not have another match for tonight, I believe.
With the way that this tournament is set up, is Team Apes out of the tournament?
No, we are taking...
So they're
So
gonna be
it's now so let me pull up the bracket here.
Alright,
If
let's
anyone
look at
would
that.
like to look at the bracket, I'll put it into the Twitch chat. You're sitting at 40 viewers now, so hello to everybody. Alright, so
Hello.
the bracket is pasted into the Twitch chat. I will be reporting one of the scores here. Alright, so we just had Team Apes play against Cloudy Smile, and Team Cloudy Smile won 1-0. So that does leave 2 more matches, or... No, sorry. Okay, so Team LED is actually registered on the tournament as one team, but they have dropped from the tournament. So we are looking for a replacement team for LED. So as of now, Apes and Cloudy Smile both advance to the final stage regardless of what happens, because there is no DLC. It does look like, as of now, Cloudy Smile does have... Whoa.
Sounds like a small hurricane's passing through his house.
You there?
So Cloudy Smile does have that first seed here coming out of Group B. Apes with the second seed. We do have 3 more matches to play through. We have Team Forever Bronze versus Bay Goys. We have LOL Are We Too Late versus Team Forever Bronze. We have Bay Goys versus LOL Are We Too Late. So that is the first match of a remaining 3 here.
And is there any word on when those games will be played?
Those games are to be played at the team's discretion. So no, we have not received a word yet. So it does look like this will conclude the first set of matches here. But well played to both teams. Well played.
Well played.